Amigos, we have some amazing news. We will be releasing this week's podcast on Tuesday. Do you want to know the reason? We fucking Googled it. We got the algorithm. We know when you're going to listen.
Yeah, we actually want to grow the show. So it turns out we're releasing it on a bad day. And we should be releasing this on a Tuesday.
Lesson learned.
To be honest, I think it's just a more smarter way anyways, because then, you know, you're having a Monday, a bit of a rough day, Tuesday, leading into for the rest of the week, you can listen to us on the way to work.
And it's definitely not the algorithm. So please.
Yeah, definitely not the algorithm.
None of us
that we
can
Google.
spell algorithm. We don't know what that means. We just think Tuesday's a nice day.
Tuesday's a great day.
Tuesday is a good day.
So to help this is that you'll still get the Friday episode, but after that, we will be releasing on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Every Tuesday morning.
5 a.m.
See you next Tuesday.
Nice, Trent, you know how to lead us in.
It's not. We start talking. Remember, at some point, one of us will say, welcome to the
Every
other
now and
who
then, every now and
talks
then
first?
all of us get a go at doing an introduction.
Who talks first?
Okay, we've talked about this, Trent. That is not how we're going to lead in.
Yeah. I know we don't start things by just starting them, but we're just going to go for it. Just going to, 30 minutes in. We'll just give it a crack, I reckon.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Alex, Mitch and Trent show.
Fucking...
What is this about? Why are we holding signs around?
I was just about to throw it in there. You were just like,
No, it's the shitty 30-minute
And
mark.
now we are going to start the show.
That's what you were doing.
He was doing it for you.
You were doing.
Was it me? Or was it him?
That's what you were doing.
It was you, bro. Look. The tension.
How can we not start a show yet? We've done 3 or 4 episodes and we can't start a podcast
We're
yet.
not starting it with that. We're
That's
just talking
how we're
shit, and then every
starting.
now and then we're
Just
like,
talk.
what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Alex, Mitch and Trent show.
Yeah.
I think that this should be the intro. This whole shit show we just put together right then of how there. That's our intro.
And then, but what's our show called?
The Alex, Mitch and Trent show.
Yeah,
Oh,
Trent.
Right, okay.
yes.
Just making sure everyone knew what they were listening to. That's
Listening
all.
to these are
The Alexander
So-
Mitchell and Trent,
And
show.
Trent Mentos
Trent-
Forsyth
Okay,
show.
Mentos.
So you're having a dig because it's not the Alex, Mitch and Trent show.
No.
We just want to make sure
we
that
want
your
full names.
name,
Yeah,
full
full-
name,
no, all of us.
in your future
Yeah.
careers and your endeavours in the justification.
I like it being the Alex, Mitch and Trent show. Just it's a bit cleaner.
It finishes well with Trent.
Yeah,
It does.
Because you
It's
always
good
finish
ring.
well, Trent.
Does he?
The name
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
show is not because of alphabetical order. The name of the show goes by a.
I thought it was alphabetical order. Sorry, I had to throw that curveball in there just to you.
The Alex, Mitch and Trent show is based off.
This is a three-way. This is a three-way right now, boys.
Jason missed this part of the conversation. We've been speaking to a few friends about the Alex,
Wait,
Mitch
is
and
it
Trent
S
show.
after T as well? LMNFQRST. No, it's not. Because
What?
S is before T, so it's not quite alphabetical. Alex, Mitch and Trent show.
Oh, no, don't include that.
Don't you fucking come at me with that.
Oh.
If we want to talk political, all right.
Oh.
I'm not a part of the Andrews government, but that's some pretty
Well,
straightforward education.
If we're using your theory, then the is the T at the start, anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
So you said the
It's
S.
not alphabetical.
You said the S, you idiot.
Oh, you're in agreement with my statement.
You're wrong.
How did this get turned on me? That is my statement. That is not in alphabetical order.
Yeah, but you were saying the S specifically, which is the last thing. The first thing's off.
Correct.
And
proves
we're
my point.
we're in agreement.
Okay, so it's not even alphabetical. It's all right then.
Correct.
It's fine. So,
So why is that our name, Trent?
it's the name of the show because it's a reference to a Blink-182 album that we love. Is that's
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, correct.
That's always been a big part.
We've been a big fan of Blink-182.
Yeah.
So I think it's been like a part of our foundation as a friendship has been that band, and
Absolutely.
I think we all kind of picture ourselves as one of those people in the band, and we kind of love that sort of element to it.
We've all got
And
Blink tattoos.
We all got
Like,
Blink tattoos.
Yeah, correct.
For as long as we've known each other, that's been a band, whether it's a pre-drink, whether we're just kicking back at somebody's house or anywhere, that's if we're listening to music, there's always going to be one of their songs in the background at some point of any night.
I'm not sure if it was. Have we previously spoken about music in our podcast?
No.
Or is that an upcoming?
We touched on it a bit.
Okay, all right. Well, we touched on it, but one of our memories, me and Trent, one of his first ever live band was that the concert.
Besides the Wiggles, but
Wiggles is huge. But our first ever
That's a band.
Trent's first ever experience at a live concert, other than the Wiggles, which is incredible, was at Blink, where me and Trent we went there together. Got to see them, saw a couple of other bands there as well, which was good. Got to see Trent, got to experience his first mosh pit, which was hilarious.
What song was that to again?
That was Carousel.
Carousel,
I remember standing there in the crowd with Trent, and I kind of gathered what was going to happen. It was about to all go down. This guy next to me is like, "Oh, this is going to be hilarious. Watch this." And Trent's like bouncing around, like, "Oh,
I'm getting into it."
And then everyone just starts jumping around.
I didn't know what a mosh really was.
Yeah, and fair enough. Yeah.
It started off
Because you were probably, how old were you? 17?
17. But I was still quite introverted at that time.
And you didn't really know much of their music at that point. You didn't know any of the words for it.
I saw it all, and I fell in love with it at that moment. I'm like, holy shit! And then I went home and learned all the music.
I think it was it because Tom wasn't there?
What? Tom was there?
It was Tom, Mark.
No, it was Travis that wasn't there.
Trav didn't come down. We've never seen the full Blink band.
No.
We've
I've
always
never
had one
seen
short.
Blink perform live. I can't believe what a travesty.
Travesty. Nice.
Yeah,
and I guess you're right. Everything kind of revolves around Blink. That's something that we have in common.
In high school, we'd go down to the old the faithful fish and chip shop, Anguri's. Shout out to whoever knows that. And we'd sit there, and Alex would put his phone down and play Blink. And at that time, me and him sort of listened to Linkin Park a bit. And that was one way that we sort of got to become friends. But then when he showed me Blink, I think those were the times when it really kicked off our friendship, I guess. He showed me, what was that first song?
What Blink song?
Gee whiz.
Stay Together for the Kids is our song.
That's it.
That's our song.
Yeah,
but was it the first song? We all kind of have our songs, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if our
definitely.
friendship was a tree, the vines around our tree would be Blink-182.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I think if
I think
we
more
were
of the
a tree-
roots.
Yeah,
of
no,
Blink-182.
yes,
The
thank
roots.
you.
Okay.
The vines of all the alcohol consumption and the neglect on our bodies.
Or even if we're the seed. This could go bad. If we're the seed. The Blink-182, all these beautiful memories we have is the water that is helping us grow.
I don't like the roots.
Yeah, no, I think the roots.
But you can't
I think
survive
the
without
roots.
the water.
Yeah, but the roots.
You know, I'm literally teaching kids at the moment, like, exactly what we're talking about.
You're doing a
the
terrible
parts,
job.
The parts of a tree. Parts of a tree, seeds, roots,
and the sap.
leaves. No, sap.
No sap?
No sap, my friend.
No sap?
No
Yeah.
sap.
What about the bark?
All
The
right.
bark. Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay.
Let's venture off the tree.
No more trees. No
Great
more-
segment, Trent.
Yeah.
I love the idea.
Yeah.
We're all part of a tree.
Yeah, we're a tree.
We're part
of a
That was
tree.
good-
Oxygen,
that was
breathing.
a good treeway, segue. Yeah. What do you think our song would be?
Our song?
Yeah. Maybe live, Trent.
Yeah, sing it live. Oh, Carousel.
Yeah, we'll probably do Carousel would be
Carousel.
ours.
Yeah.
Or maybe like all of this, even all of this, even because that's where you got into. Yeah, I think those two would be probably ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole band's going to do separate things nowadays. That's like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah.
And like, Tom is into aliens and stuff, and it's like my favorite subject.
All right, let's not segue into that, Trent. We're steering away
You don't
from
want to
that.
have an Angel and Airways conversation, do we?
So the song for me that got me really into Blink, I'll
Can I have
never
a hint
forget.
without you saying? I'll guess it, or like give me
I
like
don't even know
without
how
giving
to-
too much.
Oh, I can't give it away straight away because you'll be like, oh my god, you'll remember the exact moment. I remember we were sitting there, Anguri's, fish and chips, sorted out, sitting down on that little table. You know the table.
Yeah.
I think Zach was there and Tommy,
Yeah.
and he sat there and he played it. Bang, Reckless Abandon.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Man, that song hit me like a fucking sack
Tom
of shit.
Tom used to play that song
and
all the time. He loved
that.
song.
Hooked me. Bang, that song. That was it.
Yeah.
Nothing else mattered. I was
Yeah.
just like, nah. They speak about that. Like, I relate. I love that shit. I love the pace of it, everything. And then from there, I just delved as deep as I could into that band, and all I found was just positive influence on my growing up from that age, really, because that was probably year 10, year 11, and to this day, like fucking we're 26, 27.
I listen
and
to them
still
every day.
every day.
I
always listen to them.
Yeah.
I think even if I'm not listening to them, I listen to something that's similar, something that's
Produced by them.
something, yeah, pretty much produced by them, something similar, something in the same genre. Even if it's not exactly punk, it could be like emo music, which is basically what Blink started
for
off
me,
as.
it's just the reason why I love that genre so much is for how deep they go into just the realest part of everyday life.
Oh yeah,
And there's no fear in just talking about the vast variety of topics that influence so many people's lives in so many different ways. And I just feel like that specific type of music really can speak about that part of everyone's life in a way that can be enjoyment while listening to it, but also like a sentimental piece for you to sit down and just enjoy, whether you're by yourself or in a crowd of people that you know will feel the same way.
That genre I feel like has grown up with me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's just like when I was a kid, it's saying about the stuff I was when I was a kid, and as I've grown up, it's like it's aged, and like the music
of course.
has aged.
And
with us.
I've grown to enjoy different songs of Blink as I've gotten older.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like I've gone into now the Neighborhoods album.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that album thoroughly. I knew all the words back when I was 18, 19, 20. But now, 20, 23, 24, I listen to those songs and they have more meaning now.
I feel like
they've
I have
been
this
around
debate about like old Blink and new Blink when I need to.
Oh, that's a back and that'll always be a back
I think
and
it's just
forth.
a different eras of your life.
Yeah.
And that's what I view it. It's just like you can go from the
and
start
different
of it.
moments of your life too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
And
it.
I think that's why what all good artists do. They don't just stay the same the whole time. They change how they are. They change what they sing about. Like imagine, Blink singing about what they sang about when they were 25 and 20s.
It would be like you'd be like, oh, 45-year-old
talking about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, all that kind of stuff.
I mean,
I don't want to hear that. Like, I want to hear about what's going on in their life. Like, not so
there's
much.
no way that someone lives that life from fucking day one.
Well, there are some, but they're the.
But
they're
where
the
are they?
legends. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Probably the most famous people out in the world.
Of course. But have they grown up to then have a family, do all of this and that? They've lived short, sharp and sweet and left a legacy, don't get me wrong.
So that's a good debate in itself.
Of course.
It's a good debate.
But have they...
The Rolling Stones still do music today. AC/DC still do music today. They don't have hits like they used to back
That
then.
AC/DC song that they came out with recently, I kind of enjoyed.
It's cool,
I
but
haven't
it's not a
It's
hit
not-
like their old stuff.
No, but it's a good... It's just... But they tapped into that nostalgia and they've earned that. Fucking oath
for
they
sure.
have.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Leading back to our name, how we wanted to go for the Alex, Mitch and Trent show and how it links to Blink-182, probably one of the biggest things I wanted to do, and I don't have regrets in life. That's like one thing that I am stand by, is I don't want to look back and say, I never did it. But you know what? This would be up on my list somewhere if I had a list of things I regret. It's never too late, so it's not a regret yet.
Yeah.
The one thing I've always wanted to do, and we've all collectively wanted to do, is we've wanted to do a cover band for Blink-182. And because we all kind of see ourselves in the band, as in like we see
characteristics.
characteristics. Yeah,
like
so
our personalities
is
through...
each member of the band.
Bounce
So yeah,
stuff,
like
yeah.
for example, Mitchell is the drummer, Travis Barker, because he's ridiculously attractive, and he's all right on the drums. The air drums,
that,
the air
Calvin.
drums, the air.
I love an air drum.
are
If you've ever
ridiculous
seen
on the
me
air
out,
drums.
if you ever seen me out at some sort of alternate band, alternate nightclub or anything, and I'm in my moment, air drums, I love that shit.
He's incredible. He has never hit a correct note.
And I'm there. I am right there. I don't miss a cymbal.
Myself, I'm Marcus, and
Marcus.
Mark Office. Yeah.
Marcus. I've never heard Marcus.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that, to be honest. Mark Office.
Trying to be fancy.
Yeah, I would consider myself, Mark's nice, clean voice. I don't know if I was to be a part of the band. I feel like he's kind of they're all spuds. They're all absolute, like, when they were reckless and young anyways. But he seemed like the more kind of sensible one of the group, even though I feel like he would have caused some chaos like they all do, like I did and I have. And then you've got the greatest of all time, Trent, who is
swear they're I.
Tom DeLonge. The guy who loves aliens and runs away. Sorry, I had to do that. And I guess our opportunity, if we did have an opportunity to play as a band, obviously we'd have to fully learn the instruments, but we'd have opportunities because we used to promote out at a club that does a lot of cover bands. So there is opportunity. I guess it's just time.
It's just a matter of
time.
time and place.
In my mind, the thing with this podcast was that it was maybe we can't learn instruments, but at least we can get behind a mic and talk shit like that. You know?
Yeah, good call.
And that's the energy I kind of when I was trying to put this together.
Yeah.
It was sort of like this was the vibe I was going for, like the punk and the sort of like this shit talking. How we would,
In saying that, I mean, you both do have a guitar each sitting in your house.
And you've got an air drum
and
kit.
I've got an air drum kit, which, I mean, shit, I'll get a fucking drum kit. It's just a matter of finding a space. 'Cause, I mean, we use your living room already for the podcast. I mean, where the fuck are we going to set up a whole fucking band kit room area?
You can put it near your pool table.
We can come over to your house and hang out.
Don't worry about the neighbours. I mean, I could probably soundproof one of the sheds at my joint. It's just a matter of getting rid of the rest of the sheds.
One of the 6 sheds.
I've got two. Both of them don't have doors anymore.
Well, one of them has about 4 of them in one shed.
I just don't get where that come from. Like, it's just 2 sheds.
Oh, mate.
Blair would lose his dronkers over. I couldn't even find a word.
However, I do have Tom's guitar, and you do have a bass. So
we have.
I was just saying.
Actually, he does have Tom's exact one. Like, he actually caught it when he threw it in the crowd once.
No, I just got it for a 21st.
Oh, okay.
He's talking shit. But I got Tom's guitar. So we could theoretically we almost have the pieces to do it. We have microphones in front of us too.
Yeah, of course. What's stopping us?
I'd just really love to be able to have at least one moment in that cover set, whenever it does arise, to just do my attempt at a Tom DeLonge voice. I know Trent.
It's easy.
No.
I don't want to hear it.
I can't even tell those that are listening how good a fucking Tom DeLonge voice Trent does. It is sensational.
In case an audience wants to know how to do it, it's pretty simple. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you keep it on the 4, and you talk like that, and that's how you get your American accent.
Do it.
That does things to me.
Thank you, Jason, for that.
Sorry, Mitch, I was going to say.
Anyway, I can't take that spot away from Trent because, as you can probably fucking tell, that's all he thinks about.
That's all I do.
I'd love to have one little moment in the sun to just get out there with my Tom DeLonge voice. But aside from that, I'm happy to kick back on the drums.
You pretty much do
my
it.
shirt off, just having a good time.
Pretty much do it when we're out anyways. We all
I just
first I take your shirt off.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about the voice. I was talking about the shirt off.
But it's still the old shirt lifts. Remember the old shirt lifts that I used to do?
Shirt lifts. Yeah, if someone's looking, he'd just be like,
I was just scratching my back.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Youth.
Must be nice, Mitch.
Youth must be nice. If you want to see some hairiness, then brace yourself.
I wish I could rock a singlet like you rock a singlet, Mitch, because I have the hairiest shoulders in the world.
Mate, they're not that hairy.
Yeah, see, but the hair that's on your shoulders is on my lower back.
Yeah, he's got a nice.
Dude,
Trust me, I know.
Literally, I could make a beautiful fucking pillow out of my lower back hair. It is superb, and you would sleep like a baby on it. It is that soft.
Not your hip bones though.
Not my hip bones. No. Save that for another episode.
Even as we sit here in this beautiful kitchen,
Don't lie,
it's funny actually. I was gonna mention the first time we did our podcast, Trent, you were like, and this is my house. I'm like, excuse me, we live together. I was gonna say in my kitchen. No, in our kitchen. Even when we look around, we actually see there's just photos of Blink everywhere. Yeah. Like, Blink is everywhere. It literally is a part of our life. Yeah. And going back to the tattoos, maybe we should talk about our tattoos and what they mean to us. Our specific Blink tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Trent to go first.
You go first. Yeah. You'll explain my tattoos. Okay. Well, mine's a little bit more of an obscure Blink-182 tattoo. I got Alex and Mitch actually as Blink aliens on my arm. They're sitting in a little UFO spaceship. And a little number plate with A and Alex and Mitch, A and M for Alex and Mitch.
I just had a realization.
A little tear just came to my eye. What a lovely story, Trent.
I just had a realization.
What?
Aliens.
What?
Tom DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge. I know.
I didn't even, Jerry.
Yeah.
I know that we're the Blink aliens. I understood that.
Yeah.
But it's all back to Tom DeLonge. With the aliens. I didn't even, Jerry.
What?
I know that we were the aliens in the spaceship.
Yeah.
And it links to Blink-182.
Yeah.
But I never realised it. It's about
Aliens.
Tom DeLonge.
It's all about aliens.
It's all
Bro, I
about
love aliens, bro.
I know that. I'm aware. I'm 100% aware of that. I didn't even realise that.
Yeah.
That it's
It
not,
all-
it's not
What
about
the
Blink.
fuck have you been looking at
It's
this whole time?
No, it's about Tom. It's not about Blink.
What?
And we're the aliens. There's no mention of Blink-182 there. It's just aliens.
It's my Blink aliens.
Have a think about that.
What? They're my Blink aliens.
What signifies
You know what signifies it? I went to the tattoo artist. I want Blink aliens, and I want them to look like my two best friends.
Oh, and then you showed him a photo of Tom DeLonge.
All right,
And,
tell us about your tattoo. All right, tell us about your tattoo.
That was the perfect segue. That was incredible. If I could, we have a recording of that. I get to hear it again. My one's on my chest. I'm not going to show it. Maybe
You're not going to see it anyway.
No, everyone watch
visual
watch,
podcast.
Everyone
yeah?
close your eyes and visualize my tattoo. It's essentially, I think it's a 20th anniversary, I believe, or 15. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's basically just the Blink logo, and it's on my chest. And it was my second ever tattoo that I got. And yeah, I got the lyrics above it. Let's make this last forever. Because when I was with Trent, actually sharing that beautiful memory, when I was listening to them live for the first time, I listened to First Date, and I just remember standing there in the crowd, and it was very picturesque. Producer Jason might cry to this one. Maybe we'll find out. I was standing there in the crowd, and they were playing it live, and they were saying, "Let's make this last forever." And I was looking up at the sky, and it was like galaxy almost, like the stars were out, and it was beautiful. And I just remember closing my eyes, listening to it, and just saying, "Wow, this memory! I love live music. I love Blink-182," and that was the reason why I got it done. So I got the words above it, then I got the logo. So basically, that's a huge. I guess that could be our song as well.
It's ridiculously sentimental, this band.
Yeah.
Fucking hard.
And
There's so many moments.
moments.
So many moments over the last 8 years where Blink's been a big part of it. Wherever it may be, it's crazy. My tattoo is pretty much the exact same tattoo that Tom has on his left forearm.
Tom.
I know.
I'm not making it up.
Talking point of this whole fucking episode.
Yeah, I knew you'd bring it back.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's the same tattoo, the bunny with the fucking little chain on his jeans. I just didn't get the stripes because I didn't want to. I don't know why, but I'm pretty happy that I didn't because it come up like a nice little piece. And if my favorite thing about my tattoo is those that know.
Yeah.
So people look at it, they're like, "What the fuck's the bunny?" And then people look at it like, "Fuck yeah, that's a Blink tat."
Yeah.
And it's just like, "Fuck yeah!" Like
Good conversation starter.
great
as well.
conversation starter. You know that they've got great music taste because if you don't like Blink, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
And that's just like a cool thing. Like people look at it like why have you got this weird bunny with jeans on? Because obviously for someone that doesn't know Blink, they're like, what the fuck?
That's still a sick tattoo, regardless.
Oh, fucking over it. It's sick. But people that know, they're like, oh, fuck yeah, you got the Blink. It's just a good segue to a conversation about music, which is one of my favorite things to talk about because music's, same as you two, is just such a big part of my fucking life.
I reckon it's a really good way to actually judge people, to believe it or not. So if someone walks up to you and go, that's a really cute bunny, and you just go, yeah, mate, we're not going to have a chat. I'm sure you're a lovely person, but I don't care about it. But if they walk up and say, is that a Blink tattoo? You go, we're mates.
Yeah,
let's talk.
That's it, straight away.
Yeah.
And I could sit there and talk to any person from any walk of life about music. There is no awkward if you're talking about music, I am there. And when someone's walks up to me and that's a fucking Blink tattoo, it's just like, sweet, let's go get a beer and let's just fucking chat.
One of the longest conversations in my life with Blink-182 is just the conversation I had with Nigel and Steve.
I was just about to say that.
Never ends.
I was just about to say that. That was a really good point you brought up. also how we grow up as three best mates. Our brother and brother's mates are kind of similar to us. They had similar taste in music. They've all got Blink tattoos, as we do. So we're like younger versions of them, or, like basically same music, same love. They had a band. They played music. It's beautiful to see, like, generations going down, same type of music love. It's good. And we all get along.
And the debate of just the different eras.
This is huge.
It's always such a focal point.
It's been a conversation. The same conversation has been going on for years. About the spectrum of like Blink 182.
I just love and respect each part of them. I'm at a point now. I used to be like, oh, this album was better, or this is better. Now I'm just like, I love this album because I think of these memories, and this
tell us different stories of life.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, before you mentioned a beautiful quote from him before, without even realizing, from our first podcast. Walks of life.
Walks of life.
You said it, and I was going to interrupt.
I'm trying to throw in some fancier lines.
It's good, mate. No, it's beautiful.
Walks of life.
Because Trent loved the
instead of saying like
Walks of life.
From some sessions.
Journey.
Yeah. I'm glad you got the reference.
Oh, mate, that was a great one. Yeah. I was like, oh, Walks
Trent
of
sets
life.
the tone.
Yeah, it does. Leading it.
Okay, listeners, it is now time for the producer's pick.
Good notes.
Thank you very much.
Is it going to be too loud?
Yeah, thank God. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Shit. We're also doing live music on this podcast, apparently, because, wow.
Jeez, that was
Jason
Shania Twain, g'day.
Next week, Mitch, we'll be talking about man buns and the 1,001 ways you can style. Okay, the producer's pick today. So, in recognition of Blink 182 and alien tattoos and everything like that, I would like to talk about what you boys think of aliens, alien civilizations, have aliens visited the Earth, and do you think it's wise for us to transmit out into space our location in the cosmos? Alex.
Yeah,
First, Trent, put your pants away. Like, you're getting way too excited.
I was going to interrupt right at the end. I was going to jump in.
Wait till your turn. You wanted to jump in straight away, then let Alex speak first. I'll get it.
I was gonna step in and say, I'm sorry, we only have like 10 minutes discussion here, but we could have 3 days worth of content because someone here is super passionate about it.
Get yourselves a chair and a drink. This could go for a while.
Do I believe in aliens? I guess you got to define what an alien is. Are we talking intelligent life? What are we talking?
Other sentient civilizations.
I don't see why not. There can't be more than some us out there in the planet. I think it's okay. I don't personally, whether it's in my lifetime or not. Happy to send messages out there. If we get something, that'd be pretty cool to see. Whether or not they wipe us all out and kill us, whatever, that's another story. But I do believe that there's more than just us in this entire galaxies of hundreds and millions of galaxies of. There's no way that we're the only things. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not super fussed or I'm passionate about it, but I'm almost certain, like, don't want to get too controversial, but
please get controversial.
A controversial thing would be like if people don't really have views to say that outside of Earth there could be life, whether it's sentient or whether it's an organism, in say even religion, say that there's someone up there living or like a god, or to not believe that one or the other. I don't know. It's just good to have an open mind and think that maybe it could. Whether or not you believe it or not, that's up to the people. But yeah, I personally think there could be something out there. Whether there is or not, I don't know. We just got to wait and see. And I think it's okay to send a message out there saying, come find us. And when they do, I'll be scared if they come. Mitchell, go.
I think, obviously I've got nothing to back me up on this, but without a shadow of a fucking doubt, somewhere in that vast fucking space that literally goes on forever, there is another planet virtually having the exact same fucking conversation that we are. There's no fucking way.
Three more of us.
There is no fucking way. There's no way that there isn't another species on another fucking planet, on another cosmos, on another whatever other scientific ways, you fucking galaxy, Milky Way, whatever. There is another fucking life form with the same sort of intelligence as us, kicking back like, is there another species like us? 100%. 100%. Where? I guarantee you they are fucking on the other end. And we're both like,
Other end of Australia. Other
oh,
end.
100%. We're both like, oh, let's put our communications out there. We're hitting like a millimeter on each side of the fucking entire space. We aren't going to fucking reach each other. And if we do, fucking God forbid, because that'll be fucking gnarly as. But I'm telling you, somewhere across, I don't know, not the Milky Way, because that's a pretty small part of space, but across
galaxy.
some sort of way, chocolate way, fucking dairy way,
Nice.
there is a fucking planet, chock-a-block to the tits, overpopulated like we are, thinking, I wonder if there's more people like us. I guarantee they're not as attractive as we are, no fucking way. But they're over there, probably got 3 eyes, might have 2 dicks, but they have the same thought process.
Do you reckon with the
But I don't think we'll ever meet.
Just before the Master of Space talks, because I'm excited to hear, just a fun fact for you. There is 390,000 known planets to science. It's only 400,000 different planets, and we're just one.
Which are known as exoplanets.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I love some fun facts. Yeah, go, producer. Jason. All right, Trent, I'm excited to hear this.
One of them doesn't have some form of life form, you're kidding yourself. Surely.
Imagine Trent goes, I actually don't believe in aliens. I think a lot of you are bullshitters, and you're making it up. Oh, Trent, I'd pay your money right now to say that.
It's a good thing you gave me like 30 seconds to prepare for this, because if I had the entire day, you'd have
the whole fucking booklet, and you'd be singing Tom DeLonge songs all night.
You should see the graphs he's got.
It's not even Tom DeLonge. Like I've been around like UFO conspiracy like pretty much my whole life. My dad is like has a whole like library of like UFO conspiracy books that I've just like he's grown up and he's showing me these books of all these things, especially like UFO unidentified objects, and like over the past couple of years, government have gone out and say that hey, these are unidentified flying objects. We don't know where they're coming from, and there's a whole thing with that. I think we've been affected by aliens. I think they're already here.
Are you thinking pyramids?
I'm thinking pyramids. Yeah. I'm thinking
crop circles. All that kind of stuff.
We have like look,
Grand Canyon.
I don't think Grand Canyon. I think
I was gonna just add a little comment, but I was like, hold off.
The Grand Canyon.
I reckon we've been affected by it in so many ways, is that our technology has been influenced by just alien visitors. Can you explain that?
Are you saying that we have gotten into contact with alien
you're saying they're here.
Technology
you look at pyramids
that we have used to develop our own technology without the world knowing?
Essentially.
Is that what you're saying?
I look at the pyramids, and like the pyramids don't make sense on how they were built
I get the pyramids.
without the technology.
I get the pyramids.
We have gained technology and lost technology, and I think it's just like there's no way known that. And with UFOs in the sky and unidentified flying objects, I think it's all connected in some sort of way. I think as well is that we can't start going into aliens, because I think it would stuff up a lot of religion. I think religion's a very good thing as well. I think it would cause a lot of chaos in that area too. I think over the next few years, we're going to see it more drizzled into just stories. We're going to hear more about it, and I think eventually we're going to lead up to the point where they say, yeah, there are aliens. Yes, it's happened. They're here already. They've been around for ages.
So you think they're around already?
I reckon they're around already,
Like, do you mean like locked up in Area 51, or do you mean like walking around?
No, I think they come. I reckon they have the ability to travel. Well, with the technology that the unidentified flying objects, like you can only imagine what they could probably do what you've seen already doesn't make sense. It doesn't physics doesn't make sense to it.
Yeah.
So if they can already do that, what can they actually do potentially?
Just to clarify, on an unidentified flying object, if I throw a frisbee in the sky and someone doesn't know what that is technically a UFO.
That's true. Yes. Yep. That's correct.
It's just something that they don't know what it is.
However, like there's,
spaceship is another story.
So there's a video that came out probably around the pandemic point where it was some sort of orb or flying vehicle in the sky, aircraft, as I should say, and it was moving at incredible speeds, and it was spotted by Air Force pilots. They spotted it. They didn't know what the hell it was, but they were tracking it. Didn't make sense. And it was like, if that was an alien or unidentified flying object, the physics of that object and what it can do is insane. And also, just coming up now in the US currently, they're having their first open discussion in government about UFOs and aliens, and it's the first one in about 60 years. So this, I reckon, we're going to see over the next few years, it's going to be drizzled into it's going to become more of a norm, and it's already more of a norm than it was 20, 30 years ago. Everyone thought the guy Bob Lazar, who worked at Area 51, was batshit crazy, and then half the shit he came out with ended up being confirmed 20 years later. So I think you can't write. I think you would collapse the society if you just lumped all that on that we're not alone. You collapse the society. But if you drizzle it over time, and eventually, I reckon we'll all be okay with it. And that's cool.
So the original questions were, do you believe in something else?
Yes.
Thing. The second one was, if we could send a message, would you send a message?
Oh,
which has already happened, by the way. That's already happened.
Yeah.
So you agree with that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. And then a third additional question. Apparently, they're hanging around with us already.
I reckon. Yeah.
I reckon there's one in this room.
Nope.
Who would be the alien if one of us was an alien? Who would be the alien? It can't be you. You love
see my
aliens.
bald head?
That's a good point. No, you want to be an alien. You love aliens. You want to be one. But I don't think you're the alien. Okay. I think that'd be too obvious.
Well, as Mitch said,
I reckon.
Who has two penises?
It has to be Mitch.
Because
he described himself.
Because what they've done is the aliens have thought of the most beautiful concepts in a human, and then they've made some piece of crap in a lab, and this is how beautiful he turned out. He's not real.
Is that a compliment?
He's not real. That is the best compliment you'll see.
It's an insult and a compliment, like how we usually talk to
each other. like you have been created in a lab. You're that beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Solved. There you go. You are the alien.
A few takes here.
No, he's going to nail it. No doubt. No, I'm being serious.
Keep talking. I'm going to fuck it.
Tune in next week. Okay.
Because I try and add a bit of
He needs the
bejazzle.
confidence. He needs
I add a bit of bejazzle to it. Usually, I'm like, I don't want to be the same one every week, but every time I start,
myself.
How do you reinvent the wheel? I can't reinvent the wheel with saying goodbye.
That's when you
a good
stop
quote.
yourself. I think.
That's a good quote, Trent. Yeah. You can't reinvent the wheel of saying goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Just say goodbye, God. Don't make it fancy. That's a great quote, Trent.
At the end of the day, you're doing the same fucking thing.
It's a lemon. Don't change it to a lime. It's a lemon.
It's a lemon. A goodbye is a goodbye.
Yeah.
You're doing well.
One day I want to sing the outro. That'd be good. We can sing it.
Everyone, thank you so much.